Hey guys, I'm Bonefoot and today I'm happy because I woke up to some unexpected great news.
What?
Announced that they are going to be releasing Grandia and Grandia 2 HD on between like August 31st and something.
I was like, I feel like I've heard of this game before. Grandia. Whew, it's getting hot in here. Can't really put my finger on it. Grandia. This is frustrating. Where have I heard of this game before? Have I played it before? I can almost remember it. Was it like an NES game or... No, I really can't place it. Oh, wait. Are you talking about my favorite fucking game of all time, Grandia? Yeah, Game Arts and Gung Ho Online just announced that Grandia and Grandia 2 HD remasters will be coming to the Nintendo Switch. We of course already had the 2015 Grandia 2 Anniversary Edition on Steam and Good Old Games, so I'm guessing they'll just port that over to the Switch in terms of the second game, but the fact that they're remastering the first game, that was a shocker. For the 5 of you who somehow stumbled across this video without knowing what the game is, Grandia is a classic Japanese role-playing game from the late 90s. It's very colorful and the story gives you this amazing childlike sense of adventure. The characters are extremely charming, the orchestral soundtrack is incredible, and probably the thing the game is the most known for is the innovative and fun combat system. I played Grandia for the first time when I was around 13 years old and fell in love with it right away. It was a huge gaming milestone for me in terms of storytelling, as it was one of the first games I played after learning the English language, which is a topic I've talked about in a video before. As surprised as I was about this announcement, it didn't come completely out of left field, because the Grandia 2 remaster came as a result of a survey that the developer Game Arts did. They asked the public which of their old games they would like to see brought back and remade. I think they even did a similar follow-up survey after that was released. All I remember is how I answered all possible questions in those surveys with Grandia 1. I guess that paid off, the people have spoken. It was very nice reading the comments on some of the Reddit posts about the announcement. An overwhelming majority of the people who played the game back in the day seem to remember back on it very fondly and are excited that it's coming back. They didn't give us any further info on the remaster, so I'm very curious how they're gonna go about it. The game originally came out on the Sega Saturn and was then ported to the PlayStation. Did they really go back and completely redo all those old graphics to get them into HD, or are they possibly trying to do something similar to what they did with the Grandia 2 Anniversary Edition, which as far as HD remasters go was about as bare bones as you can get. They just sort of upscaled some textures and made it look a little bit sharper, but for the most part it didn't look much different from the original game and wasn't even in widescreen. Now, I'm definitely no expert on this, so correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't it be impossible for them to do the same sort of upscaling with the first game? Because it is old. Those graphical assets are very low resolution. The second game came out on the Dreamcast and even had a PC port back in the day, so I imagine that had a lot to do with why it was remastered first. It makes sense to me that it would be the much easier game to remaster compared to these older games, but what do I know? I do hope they go much further with this remaster than they did with Grandia 2, but I don't know how likely that is. I think one new feature we'll very likely see, because it was also on Grandia 2 Anniversary Edition, is the option to play with Japanese voice acting with English subtitles. That'll be fun for one playthrough, but I love and actually recommend the English dub that many consider to be really bad, because I think it adds a lot to the charm of the game.
That awful man, he never ever understands.
Of course I found something! Ta-da! Here it is, the legendary armor! I found it all by myself! Oh yeah! Puppy helped too!
Another feature that the Grandia 2 Anniversary Edition had that I hope they bring over is the hard mode. If they could do it well, I'd love it, because pretty much the only thing I wish was better about the original game was the difficulty. It was a bit too easy. It is interesting that as far as we know right now, in terms of consoles, it's only coming to the Switch. I'm guessing Game Arts has some contacts there at Nintendo, because in the past they've, for example, co-developed Super Smash Bros. Brawl with them. I think it's neat. I of course wouldn't mind seeing it released on all consoles so everyone would have the chance to play it, but if it had to come to only one console, the Switch would be my choice as well. You can't really go wrong with a hybrid console. You can play it on the big TV and on the go. The remaster of the first game will also come to Steam to complete the set over there. They said that the Grandia 2 remaster for the Switch will be playable at PAX West next week already, but there's no word on when we'll see more from the Grandia 1 remaster. But they're both supposedly coming out this upcoming winter, so it's just around the corner. I'm excited to check it out. I feel like some people might question why anyone would be so excited about possibly just a rudimentary remaster, but let me say, as far as the Grandia series goes, I truly believe this is the best we're gonna get. The developer Game Arts hasn't been doing that hot for a long time now. The only thing they've released in the past 6 years is the remaster of Grandia 2, and before that the last non-remake traditional JRPG they released was Grandia 3 in 2005, which was the last game in the series. They tried to release Grandia Online in 2009, a free-to-play MMO prequel to the original Grandia game, but after being in development hell for many years, even that never got out of its open beta phase and was only available in Japan. Also, the creator of Grandia, Takeshi Miyagi, is no longer with us. He tragically passed away at the young age of 45 in 2011, so as bleak as it sounds, I honestly believe these remasters will be the last thing we'll ever see from the Grandia series. Before them I had already accepted the fact that Grandia Online was probably the last thing we'd see. So I'm glad we're at least getting these remasters, so there'll be a chance for more people to play the original Grandia. It's an experience worth having. For me it was a profound one. For you, it may just be a fun one, but worth it nonetheless. Thanks for watching.